Welcome back to another edition of Litter Media Live for this Friday, the 13th. It is March 13th of 2026, and I'm your host, Aaron Glandon. We didn't have a show yesterday because both Dan and I were in Dayton during the morning for girls basketball state semifinals, so didn't get to the show yesterday. We have a lot of news for you today, so stay tuned for all of that. But first, let's take a look at the forecast. It's windy Friday with high temperatures reaching 60 degrees, partly cloudy with a high of 51 on Saturday before strong winds and a high of 75 on Sunday with a chance of late showers. When we come back, we'll take a look at news followed by this date in history with sports in between those two. But first, I want to tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. They're your trusted comfort advisor. If you're in need of any of these services with the changing weather, just click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com, and it'll take you right to their website to learn more. AccurateHVAC.com.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service. Local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
For beneficial news you can use, make sure you check out our website, littermedia.com. It has stories that we put on there nearly every day, as well as links to our social media sites, including X, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and Litter Media Radio, so you can always find beneficial news that you can use. The Ross County Port Authority is pleased to announce the appointment of 2 members to its board of directors by the Ross County Commissioners. Returning to the board for a second term is Ben Hall, president of Advantage Tent Fittings, a local manufacturing company. Hall serves on the boards of Greater Chillicothe and Ross County Development and the Ross County Port Authority, supporting initiatives that promote business and economic development. Outside of his professional and civic roles, Ben enjoys spending time with his family, mentoring through Big Brothers Big Sisters, and coaching youth soccer. The Port Authority also welcomes Mike Holler, who has been newly appointed to the board. Retired president of Holler Funeral Home after 40 years of service, he currently serves as chairman to the board of Kingston National Bank and has held numerous civic roles, including capital campaigns for Ross County Humane Society and chairman of the board of Adena Health System. For more information about the Ross County Port Authority, you can visit rosscountypa.com. The Ohio Department of Commerce Division of State Fire Marshal has announced the recipients of the 2026 Equipment Grant and Training Reimbursement Grant. The funding from these grants will help equip fire departments throughout Ohio with the resources they need to purchase essential gear, strengthen training opportunities, and enhance overall readiness to protect Ohio communities. The Equipment Grant program is providing $2 million to 148 fire departments across 72 counties, including Pickaway, Scioto, and Fairfield counties. In addition, the Training Reimbursement Grant is providing $500,000 to 198 departments in 75 counties, including Pike, Ross, and Fayette counties. You can view the full list of recipients at littermedia.com. The Highland County Health Department has confirmed 4 cases of pertussis, commonly known as whooping cough, within the community since February of 2026. Of the confirmed cases, 3 individuals were unvaccinated and 1 individual's vaccination status remains unknown at this time. Pertussis spreads easily through coughing, sneezing, or close contact with an infected person. Pertussis can affect people of any age, but can be especially serious for infants, young children, and individuals with weakened immune systems. For symptoms and tips, view our story at littermedia.com. The Friends of Hopewell Culture have arranged to have Ed Moreland do a program on Flintknapping at the Hopewell Mound Group shelter on March 28th at 1 p.m. Ed has been actively developing his knowledge of flint and flintknapping for the past 30 years. He is well known in flintknapping circles and has a deep understanding of the technical nuances developed and utilized by ancient flint artisans over the past 13,000 years. Again, that event is at the Hopewell Mound Group shelter on March 28th at 1 o'clock p.m. The Garden Family Advocacy Center presents the Pinwheels for Prevention ceremony on Friday, April 3rd at noon at the entrance to South Central Job and Family Services on Western Avenue in Chillicothe. This event is to raise awareness for Child Abuse Prevention Month, which goes on throughout April, so make sure to mark your calendars for April 3rd at noon. Explore your family history with the Ross County Genealogical Society on April 25th as part of America 250. You can see where your family was during 1776 and find your family's early patriots. This event is from April 25th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 303 South Paint Street. That's a look at news. Coming up next, we'll take a look at sports, followed by This Date in History. So stay tuned for all that right up ahead.
Wherever you are there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
As a basketball coach and a dad, I need to be able to keep up.
Mark came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc.
I was so confident in Dr. Fleming, he explained everything.
Together, they decided on minimally invasive spinal surgery to relieve Mark's pain and get him back to what matters most. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Now it's time to take a look at sports, which of course takes us to our Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard. Last night in girls basketball in the D3 state semifinal, Dayton Chaminade Julienne was a winner over Copley 62-57, and Akron St. Vincent St. Mary was a winner over Unyota 84-38. Those two winners will meet for the championship today at 3:45. In the D4 at University of Dayton, Shaker Heights Laurel beat Cincinnati Purcell Marion 56-54 in overtime, and Bellevue was a winner over Circleville 46-43. Winners will meet for that championship today at 12:30. In the D1 at the University of Dayton UD Arena, it was Princeton beating Wadsworth 53-43, and Pickering Central beating Kettering Fairmont 45-41. Winners for that championship game will meet tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Ohio State will travel to Chicago tonight to take on that team up north for the Big Ten quarterfinals. Not tonight, I'm sorry. That's a noon start. So here in just about 45 minutes, Ohio State will get underway. OU has been upset by Kent State in the MAC tournament quarterfinals, falling 86-75. OU women are playing against Miami as we speak right now. The Cavs are in Dallas tonight taking on the Mavericks, and the Blue Jackets fell to the Panthers last night in overtime, 2-1. They're in Philly tomorrow to take on the Flyers. That's a look at sports. Coming up next, we'll take a look at this date in history, which takes us all the way back to 1877 today. So stay tuned for all that right up ahead. But first, I want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane, online propane monitoring and reporting. Know your home's consumption and gas remaining in the tank. Find out more at litterpropane.com.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
This date in history takes us back to 1877 today. American Chester Greenwood. Can you see that? Yeah. Patents earmuffs after inventing them at age 15. So, what an accomplishment. I mean, 15 years old, 1877, we still use earmuffs today. It's not one of those things that it's going to change over time as technology gets better. A good earmuff's a good earmuff. And today is National Earmuff Day. How neat is that? Probably because of Chester Greenwood. It's also Coconut Torte Day, Good Samaritan Day, Jewel Day, Canine Veterans Day, Open an Umbrella Indoors Day, maybe because it's Friday the 13th, you want some bad luck, and Dermatologist Day. That's a look at our program for this Friday and for the week. Dan Ramey does have a game broadcast tomorrow. Circleville boys will be playing. I can't remember what time. I'm sure there's a Facebook post about it here on our feed. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. For Dan Ramey, I'm Aaron Glandon. Thanks for watching this edition of Litter Media Live.